Imagine you're a woman, far from home, exploring a new country. You're excited, curious, enjoying the sights. But suddenly, a stranger approaches you. He doesn't smile or ask for directions. Instead, he makes a disgusting comment, offering you money. He asks you to sleep with him. And this isn't just one isolated incident. It's happening repeatedly. But worse, it's being normalized. And the worst part? It's coming from a place that you never thought it would. The people you thought would respect you. This is a reality for many Russian women who visit India. But how deep does this problem go? And how can we fix it? For decades, India has prided itself on being a land of rich culture, ancient traditions, and vibrant communities. But beneath that surface, there's an ugly truth that far too many turn a blind eye to. Every year, thousands of tourists come to India, many of them women seeking adventure, culture, and experiences. But some of them leave with stories far darker than what they expected. Recently, a disturbing trend has emerged in which men, whether young or old, target Russian women tourists and make suggestive comments. One common phrase? 6,000, offering a shocking amount for something as crude as a night's company. But this isn't just some random encounter. It happens regularly.
There's a lot of culture here, for sure.
These women, who may or may not be married, traveling with friends or alone, are reduced to nothing more than objects, with their worth being determined by how much a man is willing to pay. And the men do this with little to no fear of consequence. Why? Now let's talk about the comedian Harsh Gujral, who in 2019 made a joke that still lingers in the public conversation. On stage, Harsh, known for his edgy humor, made an inappropriate remark about offering a Russian woman 6,000 rupees for something far more degrading than any tourist experience should ever involve.
1 लाख भैया 6,000 में तो रशियन आ जाती क्या बात कर?
The crowd laughed, but how could anyone find this funny? Many people who looked up to him were disappointed. Why? Because this wasn't just about a tasteless joke. It reflected a deeper societal issue.
आपको अपने अगले शो में आपकी रशियन वाली कंट्रोवर्सी वंस एंड फॉर ऑल ना सुला देनी चाहिए भाई।
वो जोक जो था वो मैंने वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट वीडियो थी वो मेरी। बहुत नया राइटर, बहुत नया परफॉर्मर, बहुत ही नया पहला यूट्यूब चैनल, पहली वीडियो और कुछ नहीं पता कि क्या होगा। और मैंने 2019 में किया था भाई वो जोक। 5 साल हो गए। आज भी रशिया में अगर कोई बच्चा पैदा होता है तो मेरे पे इल्जाम आता है। मुझसे पूछने में लगे हुए हैं।
बिल पड़ता है 6,000 का।
मैंने 6,000 की नई घड़ी ली और चली नहीं रही है। क्या पता क्या प्रॉब्लम है। 6,000 रुपए की घड़ी ली है 6,000 में ना।
When public figures like Harsh Gujral fail to take accountability for their words, it sends a dangerous message. It says that this type of casual sexism and objectification of women is acceptable. That it's okay to commodify women, especially foreign women, as though they're here for entertainment rather than as people. In recent years, another disturbing trend has emerged. Omegle YouTubers from India. These YouTubers go on Omegle, a random video chat platform, and deliberately target foreign women.
Hi.
Hi,
Where are you from?
I'm from India actually. Where you from?
Russia.
Russia?
Yeah.
6,000.
What starts as a funny interaction often turns into shameless flirting, inappropriate comments, or outright sexual advances. And worse, their audiences love it. But let's call it what it really is: pure sexual frustration. These guys aren't just flirting for fun. They are horny, desperate, and using Omegle as a free ticket to interact with foreign women in ways they could never do in real life. It's not about confidence. It's about treating women like objects for their entertainment. They aren't looking for conversation. They're hunting for women. And if they find one, they push the limits, throwing in double-meaning jokes, asking inappropriate questions, and testing how far they can go before they get skipped or blocked. These aren't just funny videos. This is the behavior of perverts who feel entitled to a woman's time and attention. Now let's imagine the roles were reversed. Picture this. An American man walks up to an Indian woman, whether a tourist or a resident, and makes the same crude comment. Offers money, says, "Come with me, I'll pay you." The response would be swift, loud, and clear. People would be outraged. The man would likely be arrested, publicly shamed, and ostracized. Social media would explode with anger, demanding justice. This is the double standard we have to face. Why is it that this type of behavior is condemned in some countries but brushed aside in others? This isn't just about one comedian or a few disrespectful men on the streets. This is part of a larger systemic issue in India.
One thing I want to tell you, India tried to be a very holy country. You always like to protect women. You always want women to cover their breast, their cleavage, their hip, and whatever they have on their body. But if you do so, things like this will happen. As you can see, have a look at all these men. They have lust in their eyes. They haven't seen a woman naked, so they are really curious. For them, we are like a sugar candy, so they can just taste us. So please make sure that you teach your son that women are not sex objects and you need to respect them. Don't protect women. Teach them how to behave.
We've seen horrific crimes against women, widespread sexual violence, and a history of treating women as second-class citizens. Women in India are often expected to keep quiet, to submit, to live within the narrow confines of traditional gender roles. But women are fighting back, demanding equality, respect, and justice. It's time for a cultural shift, a reckoning. Men must be held accountable, not just for their words, but for their actions. If we don't address this issue head-on, we risk normalizing a culture where women are treated as objects, not people. It's up to all of us to change the narrative. As men, we have to lead the way by standing up for women, calling out disrespect when we see it, and being allies. We need to create a culture where respect for women is the norm, not just in India, but everywhere. It's time to stop laughing at sexist jokes, stop tolerating harmful behavior, and start holding people accountable. If you agree with me, share this video and help raise awareness. It's time for change. Like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth commentary on the issues that matter.